Kevin Stefanski's bold belief in Shedeur Sanders. How Cleveland's third-string rookie is quietly becoming the Browns' future. In the heart of Cleveland, a city that has seen its share of quarterback drama over the past decade, a new story is quietly taking shape, one that might redefine the Browns' future at the most important position in football. His name is Shedeur Sanders, and though he has yet to throw a regular season pass in the NFL, he has already captured the attention of teammates, coaches, and fans who can sense that something special is brewing behind the scenes. This isn't just a story about a rookie quarterback waiting his turn. This is a story about patience, belief, and transformation, both for Shedeur Sanders and for the Cleveland Browns. A quiet start in a loud league. The Cleveland Browns are heading into Week 4 with veteran Joe Flacco once again leading the offense. Flacco, the Super Bowl 47 MVP, has brought stability to a locker room that has seen too many quarterbacks come and go. Behind him stands rookie Dillon Gabriel, the backup, and then, waiting in the shadows, Shedeur Sanders, the rookie quarterback whose last name alone draws national attention. For now, Sanders is buried on the depth chart. He isn't running the huddle on Sundays, he isn't appearing on highlight reels, and he isn't making fans roar from the dog pound. But anyone who has been paying close attention can tell you that Shedeur is making just as big an impact as the players taking the field. Kevin Stefanski, the man who has guided this franchise through highs, lows, and everything in between, is the first to admit it. He's done a good job, Stefanski told reporters on Friday, via ESPN's Daniel Oyefusi. I think all our guys feel like they're ready and they're working hard. It might sound like coach speak at first, but inside Berea's training facility, those words carry weight. They mean Shedeur's development is on track. They mean the Browns trust him. And they mean that the organization sees him not as just a roster filler, but as someone who could one day become the face of the franchise. From Boulder to the big leagues. For Sanders, the road to Cleveland has been anything but ordinary. The son of Pro Football Hall of Famer and Colorado head coach Deion Coach Prime Sanders, Shedeur has lived his entire life under the glare of the spotlight. Every throw, every decision, every mistake magnified. At Colorado, he thrived under pressure, becoming one of the most electrifying players in college football. But the NFL is different, faster, harsher, less forgiving. The transition was rocky at first, and Shedeur has been candid about the adjustment. "I'm 10 times more comfortable," he said recently. "Being in this offense from when I first got here to now, it almost guarantees a certain level of success whenever you get out there and have your opportunity." Those words aren't just confidence, they're a statement of intent. Sanders isn't here just to watch. He's here to take over when the time is right. Learning from the sidelines. Most rookie quarterbacks hate sitting on the bench. They want to prove themselves right away. But Sanders sees it differently. In fact, he has embraced his role as the number 3 quarterback. "Even if it's this year or not this year," Sanders said, "I know I'm getting closer to where I want to be." That kind of patience is rare in today's NFL, especially for a player who was once considered one of the most hyped quarterback prospects in the nation. Instead of sulking, Sanders is treating this year as his personal classroom, soaking up knowledge from Joe Flacco, learning Stefanski's playbook inside and out, and sharpening every part of his game. Cleveland's front office has quietly built a culture that rewards growth, and Sanders fits perfectly into that plan. Stefanski has consistently leaned on young players this season, and his public praise suggests that Sanders is being viewed as much more than a developmental project. The draft night controversy. Of course, Sanders' journey hasn't been without controversy. In April, ESPN's Adam Schefter revealed that Sanders had turned down an opportunity to join the Baltimore Ravens, who were planning to draft him in the 5th round with the 141st overall pick. The Ravens were planning to select Shedeur Sanders, Schefter said, but when he found out, he got word back to the Ravens that he preferred not to go to a place where he'd be competing and backing up Lamar Jackson. He wanted to be in a place that he could play. The revelation sparked a firestorm. Former NFL quarterback Alex Smith criticized Sanders on national television. "I think this is insane," Smith said on Sunday NFL Countdown. "At this point, you're in the 5th round. I understand you had higher hopes, but you've dropped to the 5th round and you're thinking about being a starting quarterback the next year. I think this is incredibly short-sighted. To some, it was arrogance. To others, it was a calculated risk, a young man betting on himself. Either way, Sanders stuck to his plan, landed in Cleveland, and has been quietly proving that he made the right decision. The media storm. For a brief period, Sanders seemed to fade from the spotlight, something that hadn't happened in years. Then, earlier this week, he was back in the headlines for comments that quickly went viral. "I know if you see the quarterback play in the league right now, I know I'm capable of doing better than that," Sanders told reporters. It was bold, it was brash, and it sent shockwaves through the NFL media world. On ESPN Cleveland, Tony Grossi didn't hold back. "Shedeur can't help himself," Grossi said. "He's been out of the limelight, he's hurting." Whether Grossi is right or not, the comments reignited the national conversation about Sanders, and perhaps that's exactly what he wanted. By publicly declaring his belief in his own ability, Sanders reminded everyone that he isn't just another rookie holding a clipboard. He is here to compete. Inside the Browns' locker room, what truly matters, though, is what his teammates think. And according to multiple reports, Sanders has already earned the respect of the locker room. Veterans see how he carries himself. Coaches notice how early he arrives and how late he stays. Kevin Stefanski's endorsement is just the latest sign that Sanders is trending upward. "He's done a good job," Stefanski said. "All our guys feel like they're ready and they're working hard." Translation: Shedeur Sanders isn't just learning, he's impressing. A future written in Cleveland. Nobody knows exactly when Shedeur Sanders will get his chance. Maybe it will be later this season if injuries or circumstances call for it. Maybe it will be next year. But what is clear is that Cleveland views him as a potential building block. The Browns have been searching for their long-term answer at quarterback for decades. If Sanders continues on this trajectory, blending patience, work ethic, and confidence, he might just become the one to finally bring lasting stability to the position. And that possibility is enough to keep fans excited, even if they have to wait. Why Kevin Stefanski believes. Kevin Stefanski isn't one to throw around praise lightly. He is measured, calm, and calculated in what he says publicly. That's why his words about Sanders matter so much. Stefanski has built his reputation on developing players, putting them in positions to succeed, and trusting them when the moment comes. If he believes Shedeur Sanders is doing the right things, that means Cleveland might be seeing the emergence of something special. For now, Browns fans will keep watching Joe Flacco. They'll keep cheering for Dylan Gabriel. But somewhere deep inside, they'll know that the future might be sitting quietly on the sideline, wearing number 14, smiling, and waiting for his turn. Final thoughts. The patience game. Shedeur Sanders' story is just beginning. The criticisms, the controversies, the bold statements, they're all part of the journey. But if you look past the headlines, you'll find a young quarterback who is putting in the work, earning the respect of his coaches, and preparing for the day when the Browns call his name. When that moment comes, and it will, the NFL might finally see what Kevin Stefanski already sees. A quarterback with the talent, the mentality, and the belief to lead Cleveland into a new era. And maybe, just maybe, Shedeur Sanders will prove that waiting was the smartest move of all.